Hey Daniel, we're here for your 30th birthday, and I actually have a few people that would like to say a few things for your birthday, so here they are.
This 30 for 30 presentation is brought to you by Buick.
He was just talking up a storm the whole night, and they just thought that was the funniest thing. He was just crossing his leg with his vodka in his hand and just the life of the party, of course. So I was like, yes.
Daniel had some developmental challenges that related to nighttime bathroom activities.
And there are several examples for us to share, or for me to share, but I think I will just stick to my two favorite Daniel Gipson stories.
What if I told you, despite having developmental nighttime issues, that the secret to life was to open your mind, to open up an alcoholic beverage before meeting the parents, to open your heart to everyone around you. This is the story of Daniel Gipson.
Daniel was born on August 14th, 1986.
Daniel is the youngest of 4 siblings, and the eldest is 12 years his senior.
Some say that he's the favorite, and by some I mean my parents.
He pretty much got all the attention, so spoiled, yes.
He was so witty and just so creative.
Daniel was a little whippersnapper. He had like these little comebacks and comments that were really fun.
And you can really tell when he talks and the things, his comebacks and rebuttals. I think that's what I really liked about him the most.
Daniel is a jokester.
After failed attempts of a singing career, struggling to hit the ball in t-ball, and caught randomly posing for football pictures, Daniel tried one last sport.
He was really quick to pick up a basketball.
He was really good. He was a really great point guard, good moves. Of course, I stand no chance.
Daniel Gipson is the best basketball player ever, in Daniel Gipson's mind.
Daniel was super competitive. In fact, at that age, you know, if he lost a game, he'd start crying.
Typically play against guys that were twice his age, and some of them would become frustrated because
he and I were there every day. And so you can imagine he's this little bitty kid who's only in the 3rd or 4th grade. He's pretty small for his age group to start with. So when he would play defense, he would always hang back on the opposite side of the court, wait for people to get comfortable, come run up behind them real quick and knock the ball out of their hands or grab it and run the opposite end. So the more he kept this going, the people at the park started calling him Rat because he was like a little rat running up behind you on the basketball court. And that name has stuck with him ever since. I don't think many people call him that anymore, but every now and again, if you run into somebody from the neighborhood that used to play ball, you'll hear them call him Rat.
Daniel Gipson was so good at basketball that sometimes he just didn't show up to practice.
He would get that invested into the game.
I woke up that morning, I said, "Hey buddy, don't you have practice right now?" He said, "Oh yeah, don't worry about it. I'll just show up when I get there." I said, "Whoa, I want to be this great when I grow up."
He's just always been really good, just really talented from his parents. He's been doing it for so long.
But when he was growing up, he was very loyal. Dan mentioned earlier about the relationship that he's had with AJ and their missing partner, Derek and Brian Iraguzzo. All of those guys played basketball on the team together at McNeil.
They went to regionals in basketball.
Second game in the playoff, Daniel is, of course, amped up. He's going to do this, he's going to do that, he's going to lead us to the promised land. And we know he would. Within the first minute and a half of the game, Daniel has 2 fouls.
he was ready to play. He played with reckless abandon. For the first game he played, he was throwing himself all over the floor, and I said, "Dan, you need to be more conservative." He said, "Well, I'm here to play the game. I'm not worried about being injured again."
How does this happen? We cannot play without our leader. But fortunately, how good Daniel is, he led us from the bench.
He was very adept with that.
He was cheering, he was waving towels, he was telling everybody what to do, and that's how great he is.
Going 35-4 in his junior year and 32-5 his senior year, Daniel Gipson was a key component in his team's success over the years.
Yeah, I think he actually is really talented.
Unfortunately, the legacy did not translate to a collegiate or professional basketball career, but not because of lack of skill, but because it simply wasn't challenging enough for Daniel. Daniel was destined for much greater heights, but nothing could have prepared him for what lay ahead.
So our stories are different, but I'll tell the real version. I danced with Rachel from RPD. I was recently single, and so I was asking her, hey, do you know anyone, you want to set me up with? And she was like, funny, actually my best friend Elizabeth's brother-in-law is recently single. So I saw a picture of him on Facebook, and I was like, yeah, that'll do. He reached out to me on Instagram, actually, and then I asked him to be my date for Rachel's wedding, actually. So I was her bridesmaid, and he was my date to the wedding, and so history from there.
Daniel always seemed to make the right moves. Friends, family, a supporting cast of strength and guidance was at his mercy, a far cry from his days of nighttime bathroom activities and failed singing endeavors. Now, with his newfound love by his side, Daniel was primed to give back that same love and support to everyone around him.
I remember being so nervous, actually, the first game he came to, because it took me a little while to decide when to invite him to a game. As a boyfriend, I'm sure I'm on the court and seeing everyone look at me and taking pictures and stuff, that kind of, I didn't know how we kind of feel about that. As dancers, we're so used to everyone staring at us, wanting pictures, just being so kind of enamored with us, and he could honestly kind of care less about the dancer aspect of things, which I like because he just makes me feel normal and make me felt normal through all of the RPD stuff. So I liked that he just kind of played it down. He met the parents. My dad loves to golf, we're big golfers, and so I'm like, yeah, come join us. And Daniel's kind of like, oh my gosh, we're gonna meet him right now. I don't want to meet them right now. And I was like, no, it's fine, they're totally chill. Daniel's actually gets a little tipsy and has some liquid courage. He's like, I don't ever do this. Like, it's just so soon to meet y'all. And so my mom just thought that was so funny because he made it such a big deal at their meeting, and he met them drunk on the golf course.
On this day, Daniel passed the ultimate test. The in-laws. The world was his.
He's always smiling. I rarely see him upset or mad or stressed or angry. We always have fun together. I mean, it's fun every single day. We always make each other laugh. He makes me laugh. He makes everyone around him laugh all the time. And everyone just loves being around him. I mean, you ask anyone he knows and they'll say the same thing. He's just the life of the party, and you just love being around him.
He's a very interesting and dynamic young man growing up, and has become equally dynamic and interesting as an adult.
I think that if anyone can take a lesson from this, that is to be like Daniel.
Ever since the day you were born, the first day you ran instead of walked, watching you play basketball, one game in high school with the around the back pass and the wink to the crowd or to me, to becoming a successful professional in this world and a model citizen. We all love you, Daniel.
I love you so much, and I thank God for bringing us together every single day.
We love you, Daniel. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Enjoy your day.
You're the best.
Happy 30th birthday.
Just wanted to say happy birthday from the Idaho Gipson / Joe Vanelli clan.
We hope to continue to spend many more years and have many more stories to share.
I would not trade you for the world, bro. Happy birthday, man.
Happy birthday, Daniel. On your 30th birthday. You've been a great son. We're very proud of you. We love you.
I hope that you have the best birthday yet. And again, happy 30th birthday. I love you.
Damn, Daniel.